Okay, this video is going to cover number 3 on Chapter 3 Test version 1. And in number 3 we have a table. We're supposed to fill in some missing information about regular polygons. So let's recall that regular polygons, all the sides are going to be the same length, and then all the angles are going to be congruent. Now, we had two kind of guiding principles from section 3.5 regarding this. We know that the total sum of exterior angles, the sum, was 360 degrees. And we also knew that the interior angles, there was a formula here that was n minus 2 times 180 degrees. Now, where did that come from? Well, that had to do with how many triangles can you draw into your regular polygon. So let's say I had a quadrilateral with 4 sides. Well, I can split it into 2 triangles. There's 4 sides. If I subtract 2 and multiply by 180, I end up getting 360 degrees total. And that held for all regular and convex polygons, actually. Now, notice, these are sum formulas. I want just a single exterior angle and a single interior angle. And this chart came right out of your 3.5 notes. Hopefully it looked familiar to you. We figured out that if we take the sum and then divide by the number of sides, which we called n, we could figure this information out. So 360 divided by n was what we're going to do in this row. And then here, take the sum, divide by the sides, or really the angles, number of sides, or n. Right, let's change that to n. Okay, so we've got n minus 2 times 180 divided by n. But there was one extra little piece of information that we figured out in this exercise which would really make our lives easier. And we figured out that, so say you have a regular polygon and you extend that exterior angle out. We figured out that an interior angle plus an exterior angle makes a straight angle. We know straight angles are a total of 180. So these two rows, the individual entries should sum to 180. All right, well, let's get started on the first. In the first column here, we've got 20 sides. That's quite a polygon, 20 sides. This formula is pretty easy to just plug in, so I'm going to do 360 divided by 20. When I divide 360 by 20, I get 18. So 18 degrees for an exterior angle. Now, to get this next box, I could take 20 and plug it into n, so 20 minus 2 times 180 divided by 20. However, it would be a lot easier to say, hey, I know that these two are going to add up to 180. So what's 180 minus 18? That would be 162 degrees. And sure enough, if you plug 20 into this formula, you also get 162 degrees. In the next column, I'm given different information. I'm not given n, the number of sides. I'm given the measure of an exterior angle. So let's start with that sum of 180 again. If I know this is 30, this should be 180 minus 30, which of course is 150. So instead of the interior angle, I just have to figure out how many sides this regular polygon has. So I've got a choice. I can use this formula or this formula. This one looks way easier to work with, so let's try it. So apparently when you take 360 and divide it by the number of sides, which is the piece that I'm missing, you would get 30 degrees. So let's solve that equation by multiplying the n to both sides, and then we divide 30 on both sides. 30's cancel. How many times does 30 go into 360? Well, 12. Last column, I gave you the measure of an interior angle. Okay. Easiest way to start this is to know that interiors plus exteriors individually are going to add to 180. So This should be 180 minus 171, which of course is 9 degrees. And then we're going to repeat the step that we took to get from here to here, which was, we said 360 degrees divided by my unknown number of sides apparently gave us 9 degrees. Multiply by n on both sides and divide out 9 degrees. 9 goes into 36 4 times. There's a 0 here on the end of the 36, so it must be 40 times. A 40-sided polygon. That concludes this video.